Hey everyone, it's been a minute since I posted a video on the 4030. I figured I'd give you a little update on it. We finally got the tires on. We ended up having to put a different rim on. The original rim that was on it was all rotten, so this is a different rim that we brought home. It came with a set of duals, and that's what one of these are. We never planned on putting duals on it anyways, so yeah, different rim for this wheel. That one was okay, so we kept that one. That's why that's still yellow. Ended up having to redo some of the hinges on the doors. Dad did that. He also put these little rubber blocks here, so that way when you swing the door open, it doesn't rub up against the tire. Did get all the lights working. Dad did most of that. I did put new hazard lights on, flashers. See, Dad put new LED lights on, which looks pretty good now. Really nice, way brighter than the glass bulbs that were on it. Right now, I'm gonna get this 4-inch unstrung from the cart. We have to put 8-inch on the cart to run our main. This is a fresh job. Now, I could just dump this instead of trying to string it out, but when I do that, it just becomes a big glob of spaghetti or an octopus, and it goes all over the place unless you tie it back up with a bunch of strings. But I'm right along a fence row here. I'm gonna string out this one run. We'll come back and put it in later. This will blow away when you have it strung out. It's super windy today. That's why I'm also yelling at the camera. I don't know what it sounds like. But because I'm along a fence row, I don't have to worry about it blowing away. I'll just blow on the edge and be out of the way anyways. So I'll get this strung out. We'll come put it back in once we get our mains done. This will be a lot quicker and easier than trying to tie this back up and then in a couple hours have to go pick it back up. So get it strung out. We just started using this probably 2 weeks ago. I haven't done much videoing. You know, I've done so many tile videos. There's really not anything really new going on too much. But I did want to put an update on the 4030. Another thing that we have working now, and that's the main reason why we bought this, is for this, to run the stringer cart during the winter months. It's December now, and we got the heater working. All the guys are super happy with it that run it, especially some of these days. And like today, it's super windy out, and the wind kind of burns a little. Definitely a lot better than working with an open station tractor. What we normally use is our Ford 5000. Go reload 8-inch, and then I'll get the excavator over here. just switched machines with Phil. He's gonna go get that reloaded with 8-inch. Putting an 8-inch main in today. Getting the excavator. I'm gonna start tracking over to the other corner of the field. Overall, pretty happy with the 40/30, how it's been working out. Though we have the cabs, it's nice to get out of the wind for just a little bit, but we're still constantly getting in and out of the machines to make the taps or cut the pipe or whatever. And with the lights, it's not too often we actually have them on, but they're nice to have when you need them. Especially right now, it's December, the days are pretty short, so around 4 o'clock-ish, it's starting to get dark, so we might flip them on for half hour. Now the field we're doing is about 70 acres. It's gonna give us a little bit of trouble when I was on the computer. I want to do a video about that someday, showing you how I do everything on the computer a little bit. But when I was on the computer, the field is very flat, and it was hard for us to get fall in here from one end to the other. He's a half mile out there. There he is. Really nice long runs, but not a lot of fall for how long they are, and that's kind of a problem, but we're gonna get it to work one way or another. It's gonna be putting our main in quite a ways away from the edge of the field. Typically, we have it on the edge, but when they dug the ditch out by the road, it's kind of hilled up a little bit. And if we did that, the plow would be 6+ feet in the ground. We're trying to run that, and then you would have to be digging down to China to find the main. Where if we go in the lower spot, it's not going to be as deep. I think maybe like 4 foot. We're gonna need all we can get, and I think on the computer I had it about 4 foot as the deepest spot in the main. So we'll have to come back and run like probably 4 runs going this way to fill in this hole here, and then just run them to our outlet. And then all the rest of the lines are going to be running north and south here. They're going to be long half-mile runs. That'll be easy digging for me. I'll get ahead right away because I'll be waiting for those guys all day. Phil running the 40/30 is going to be the weakest link on this job. He's going to be running out of pipe constantly having to get reloaded and cut strings. So can't tell too good on the camera, but the hole is really deep right here, our starter hole for the main. It's about like 6 foot, like right here. But by the time we cut through this hill that I'm sitting on, where we're going to run the main, where the 40/30 is sitting, it drops down quite a bit, like a couple feet, so it's only going to be 3-something feet in the ground, 4 foot in the ground. I had to go talk to the driver real quick that was delivering pipe, but the people we're working for said we could borrow their little Kubota side-by-side, which is cool. Zip up and down the fields if we need to, grab something or whatever. Super handy. This thing's nicer than my car. It's got heat, AC, radio. It's a diesel. He told us that we could use it, and not 10 seconds after that I jumped in it, and now he's standing at the end of the field. But hey, he said I could use it, so.
You want to put these on one hole?
I don't think the 4030 is going to start today without some starting fluid. It's pretty cold-blooded. Everybody, well, it's the next Monday morning here. We ended up taking the weekend off. Friday I didn't do too much videoing after we got the main in. It got really busy. We ended up having like 3 extra guys show up. The people we're working for actually have a tile plow of their own. It's a lot smaller than ours. I think they can only go up to like 4-inch, and we put an 8-inch main in here. And I don't think theirs can go as deep as ours. I think ours goes about 6 foot. I'm not sure how deep theirs goes. We have such long runs that they ended up bringing their stringer cart over here, which helps out a lot, because after about every run and a half, we're burning through a roll of pipe. I forget, it's like 3,200 feet on a roll of 4-inch. I think it's 3,200. I'll have to double check that. Machine's all warmed up. I'm gonna start digging here. Our help just showed up. And their skid steer here, so that'd be nice for backfilling. They brought out that Kubota side-by-side again too, so that's always nice to have around, especially when you're in a big field like this. Right now, Dad is marking out the lines that I gotta dig and where they're gonna be. Right now, we're working on 30-foot centers. Used to just take a wheel. I used to just measure them off of where I need to go, like every 30 feet or whatever we're working on. And here I can do that, and it'd be fine. But when we're working on an angle or something, or cutting onto the main on an angle, I always had a hard time of trying to get the proper angle for the starter hole to match up where he wanted his line to be. And it was kind of a headache. And I was always like a foot or two off. So him scratching it out with the actual GPS seems to work a lot better. It only takes him a few minutes to do it that way, so we just do it that way. Got this cart unloaded. The guy we're working for, he hasn't showed up yet. He's going to be running the 4030 today, I think, because Phil's not going to be here. So I got that cart unloaded. He's going to get reloaded real quick. Kind of cool to see. I don't recall ever remember running with 2 stringer carts. This is how the whole 2 stringer cart tractors is going to work. He's going to get not even halfway, run out, and then the guy that's helping hook up Dad right now, he'll jump in that one and go hook onto the end of the pipe he's stringing out right now, and then Dad can keep going a lot quicker. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting for this guy to reload, or whoever's reloading, for an extra 10 minutes cutting strings and stuff. Where now it's going to go a lot quicker. See, he's going to jump in, and he's going to go lead up to where that pipe runs out. field. The truck driver parked the rolls too close to the east here. We got like 3 rolls in the way. The next couple runs, they're not going to be burnt up in time. So he's just kind of moving some rolls out in the middle of the field further away, so that way the plow can get through. Then I gotta drive all the way back to the excavator. Driving back and forth here from the excavator to where they're putting the machine in is probably a little unnecessary, but I got in a little bit of a hurry, so I didn't feel like running. Now the owner came out and they're already working down the runs with the chisel plow. It's pretty lumpy out, so I'm guessing he's gonna have to do it a couple times. It's not doing that good of a job. But they got an 8400. It's pretty nice. It looks a lot like ours, but ours is a 8410. But set up pretty much the same way. Looks like about the same size tires. Their front tires might be a little bit skinnier, but overall, it looks like a really nice tractor. We only got probably a dozen or so holes left to do, so should get done tomorrow. Well, it's Tuesday morning here now. Hopefully we'll get done today. As long as nothing goes wrong, nothing breaks down or anything, I think we'll be okay and should be able to finish up the job today. That pipe getting delivered this morning. We only had one roll left last night by the time we quit, so that wouldn't have lasted too long. Sitting in the 7210 here, and boy, this brings back memories. Dad used to have a 7800 and the cab was pretty much the same. The thing different was the shifter. Dad had a power shift in the 7800, but I like these cabs for some reason. I like the windows. The newer cabs don't have windows or anything anymore, except for the back window. And there's this lunchbox thing here. That's different, but kind of nice. Phil's already racing to go get pipe on. It's raining. It wasn't when we got here, and then probably 5 minutes after we got here it started raining, so it's kind of nasty out right now. Hopefully it stops. We're gonna work Saturday morning at least up until like lunch, and it was really nasty out that day, kind of like it is right now. So we waited till Monday yesterday, and we had a pretty good day. I think we set a new record for us. We put in about roughly 48,000 feet of pipe in the ground. And yeah, I don't think we've ever done that. We've done 30,000 once or twice before, but never 48. 2 stringer carts really make a difference. Well, we're getting set up for the last run here. Now we do have a few more runs to do, but this is the last long run for today. Once it gets about halfway down with this run, the field kind of gets a little bit wider. So we might go tap into the line halfway down and run another run. Well, it's starting to get dark here. I'm tracking back up front. We had to do a couple runs out back at the far end. Those are all done. And we got 2 runs up front, 2 headers up by the road behind the main, and then this field will be done. So I think that's going to do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.